Tiramisu would have to be my all-time favorite dessert, and I'm crossbreeding it with a brownie. So we're gonna have a beautiful, fudgy, golden, delicious brownie on the bottom and the gorgeous tiramisu mascarpone cream cheese filling on top as our frosting. How could this be wrong, right? So we're gonna start with some dark chocolate chip buttons. There may be a few less in this bowl because I have consumed a few already. And we're going to go in with some unsalted butter. So that's gonna start to melt away. While that's doing its thing, I'm going to crack onto the rest of the batter. So some beautiful free-range eggs straight into our mixing bowl. You could do this in a blender if you wanted, but making a brownie is honestly so easy that doing it by hand takes no time at all. Now, tiramisu comes from the words pick me up. So it's literally a really nice hit of coffee and chocolate just to really give you that lift to take on the day. Brown sugar and also some caster sugar as well. And I've just had the vanilla beans soaking in our caster sugar that were left over from our beautiful vanilla paste as well. And that's a really good way to use up your vanilla beans. Instead of scraping them and throwing them out, add them into your caster sugar, and that's just going to flavor your sugar beautifully. Now I'm going to start whisking our eggs and our sugar together until it's a really nice creamy consistency. Every now and then we're just going to mix that chocolate and butter just to make sure it's all melting together. Into our egg mixture now, I'm going to go in with our cocoa powder, a good pinch of salt, and we'll add our flour in and mix that all together. I've got some coffee here as well. This is just ground coffee. I'm actually going to add this straight into our butter and chocolate mixture, and that's just going to melt away just to give us that really nice espresso hit. So once this is melted and cooled, we'll fold that into our batter. Then we can pop that straight into the oven. I've got a little lined tray here with paper and also some butter and cocoa powder. So once it's baked, it's gonna have a really nice extra chocolatey crust to it. While it's baking, we'll whip up our beautiful mascarpone cheese topping, and then it's almost time to dig into our brownies. Our chocolate and butter and coffee mixture has melted, so we're just going to really gently pour this straight into our batter. I always like to leave a little bit in the bowl, and that we can lick off the spatula later. And we're just going to mix this through and really incorporate it. You can see how decadent and rich this brownie batter is going to be as we whisk all that chocolate through. That's what we're looking for, a really beautiful, thick, buttery and chocolate batter. And I'm just gonna pour that straight into our baking dish. Look at that. Yum, yum, yum. All right, we're gonna pop this straight into our oven and we'll let this bake until it's set. We're gonna cool it down completely, whisk up our mascarpone tiramisu filling to put on top, and then we can sit back and enjoy. So our tiramisu mascarpone topping is nice and decadent and so creamy. I'm just going to go straight on all of that beautiful goodness. Those coffee granules just melted into our filling. And just with a little spatula or palette knife, we're just going to spread this out. And you want lots of filling. I feel like we've gone all out with this dessert. You've seen how much butter and sugar and chocolate goes into this brownie, so we're not going to stinge on the frosting because I think that's the best part. And then I'm going to go on top with a little sprinkle of cocoa powder. That is a pretty epic brownie. I think we should cut in for sure and give this a little taste. Now, I'm never good at cutting perfect squares, but we'll give it a go. Straight in And that is a pretty decadent brownie, tiramisu topping. I think this is all for me. Yum.